Wah, 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 wah.
I feel like I'm one of the Peanuts. And you're like a teacher.
Wah, 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 wah. Hey guys.
What's up?
Hey guys. I'm Stephanie.
I'm Mick.
This is the Poly Vlog. Today we are talking about NRE, which is New Relationship Energy.
That's right, new relationship energy. Something that you and I are in the midst of.
Yes.
It's starting to take a little more realistic turn, I think.
Starting to calm down.
NRE stands for New Relationship Energy. We've mentioned it a couple times on previous episodes. But it's basically that new, intense, and overwhelming feeling of emotional or sexual excitement that we have toward a new partner.
So basically it's that new, intense infatuation feeling.
Right. It's got, like that new relationship smell, like a new car.
Yeah.
Now, almost all relationships, monogamous and polyamorous alike,
Even friendships sometimes.
even friendships, they come with some form of new relationship energy. Now, where it becomes worth mentioning is that how disruptive a new relationship energy can be to a polyamorous relationship where older existing relationships are still playing out.
It's like an emotional roller coaster where everything is easily distorted, but at the same time, it's amazing.
But it can have some issues.
Like long-term agreements that may seem unrealistic.
Well, not at first, they don't seem unrealistic.
Right.
But what do you mean, like committing to things long term?
Yes, like, oh, we've been seeing each other for all of 3 months and we're going to be together forever.
Imagine things like moving in
Yeah.
or getting engaged or married.
Well, how long of a period of time is too short for any of that?
I think it goes on a case-by-case basis. Everybody's NRE is going to last a certain amount of time. Now, as little as just a few months, but as long as a couple of years, I've even heard.
Well, CB and I got married 9 months after we met. But we're going on a year, and ours is just finally starting to settle into a place where other people are comfortable being around us.
Yeah. Sorry. When it comes to NRE and long-term arrangements, try not to commit to things like moving in together or having children right in the beginning. The other side of it is that if you're in multiple relationships, your shiny new lover syndrome might force your existing partners to kind of have to grab the hazard lights and flags and wave you down and remind you that they still exist in your life.
That doesn't work for me. Typically, you just have to hit me in the head with a 2x4.
I've got one laying out back. Amidst the NRE you may be feeling toward a new partner, you could actually end up causing a lot of stress in your relationships between your older partners, which can cause some conflict and fighting.
NRE can also create emotional and sexual issues, causing performance issues in older relationships.
So, things that you've always enjoyed doing with your steady, ongoing partner, you may not enjoy as much going into the future because you're not enjoying them with your new lover.
Yes.
The other thing is, NRE junkies are actually a real thing. There are people in polyamorous dynamics who, when they begin to feel NRE for the first time, they become addicted to it. It is an endorphin rush beyond any measure of any other kind of drug that's ever been created.
Yeah, when you're with your new partner, you feel like you're high all the time.
There has been...
Where am I going to get my next fix?
Right here, baby. There have been documented cases where people have, either consciously or unconsciously, continued to get into new relationships in order to get an endorphin fix. They're actually vibing off of that and they're becoming junkies for new relationships. The problem is that when things eventually do, and they always do, level out, they would end the relationships, sometimes abruptly, much to the detriment of the people involved.
Luckily, NRE does tend to stabilize. And that's a good thing because a lot of times you tend to neglect things when you're in the throes of NRE. Like your finances and housework.
And sometimes even your friends and your family. So basically, NRE is a magical, wonderful thing to get to experience. Also, in polyamory, it's not only planned for, but it's also looked at as kind of dangerous. My best advice is do your best to stay conscious about the way that you're emotionally compromised when you're in the middle of your NRE.
If you're in a relationship with someone who's in a new relationship and they're neglecting their responsibilities, say something.
Absolutely. In this case, communication is always the best policy, and most of the communicating you'll ever need to do take place in the midst of one partner or another, or sometimes both, experiencing new relationship energy.
You know, like, could look at you and say, I know you're in this new relationship and it's great, but you haven't done your laundry in a month.
Which wouldn't be the case because I do all my own laundry.
But 3 times a week.
Point is to always communicate where you're feeling, because in moments like that, you are going to let some things slide. Your attention is going to fall away from things you used to monitor, and other partners are going to look at that as signs of danger or signs of a threat. So make sure you're communicating, make sure you're staying honest and open about everything, and try to be open-minded when your partner comes to you about some of the problems. Some of it's not all just jealousy.
Thanks so much for watching. If this was your first time viewing the Poly Vlog, please click the subscribe button. If you'd like to see more, just click the link at the top to view more videos. We post weekly in our effort to improve polyamory as a healthy lifestyle and promote healthy, conscious, loving choices.
Please check the description box below for links to our website, our Twitter, and our Facebook pages, and then head over to Facebook and become a fan of us on there. Until next time,
Love abundantly.
love abundantly.